Thank you. What can you tell us about this game, a rivalry match, and your experience within? It seemed like it was a little intense in there at times. And just could you take us through the match and especially the fantastic strike for a goal?
Thank you. Yeah, I think coming into this game, we know there's a little bit higher stakes being a rivalry match. I think it's always a hard-fought game against LA. That's what it was tonight. We had to be extra sharp, just on the field and giving what they give us, take it. And I think we, all the things we worked on this week, I think we did well, but I think there's also improvements we could have made. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Joel from Esperando. At the end, it was over 15,000 people that came today to support the team. How important it is to have the fan support, and also it's been 2 draws in a row. I think it's 3 before the long international break. Can you tell us how the team is feeling currently with that as well?
Yeah, it's our fans are huge, so it's awesome every time they show up, and we feel them when we're in LA, so we like this to be a hostile environment whenever teams come, especially LA. So I think it was an unbelievable atmosphere tonight, and we love and appreciate our fans. As for the ties, yeah, I think we're getting pretty sick of them, and we're pissed off with the result. We think we could have 100% should have come out with a better result. So we just need to work on being more clinical in the box and also not giving up goals. So yeah, ultimately we're disappointed.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Mackenzie, can you just talk a bit about what you saw on your goal? Just like from the build up and the sake of a pretty good chance there.
Yeah, I think I actually was trying to cross it, got deflected, and I think gave me a little bit of a better angle. And I think as a forward, getting your shots on frame and anything can happen. I think that's kind of what was going through my mind, kind of to test the keeper a little bit. And I knew we had people in the box for rebounds or whatever, and so I just wanted to kind of get it on the frame of the goal, and luckily we went in.
And just a bit about the celebration after your whole team came.
Yeah. I mean, I think it takes all of us to win, and I truly believe that, especially being a sub. I know what it takes to be a sub, and so I think embracing the team as a whole was important, and I could just feel the whole team kind of come together in that moment. It was a good feeling.
It's fun to watch. Yeah, go ahead.
For Mackenzie, growing up in Southern California, you could have been a girl in the stands tonight. So what does it mean to have a SoCal rivalry match like this, and what do you hope girls in the stands would take away from this?
That's a good question. It means so much, being from here and being able to represent the place that I grew up, kind of full circle moments. And I think to girls in the stands, just keep at it, practice hard, and also have fun with it. I think that's one thing when I look back is all the memories I've made with my teammates and kind of those connections you build and relationships you build. I think, it's been an awesome experience being able to play for the city.
That's a great question. A couple more? Yeah, Derek?
Not to bring up too sore a subject, I believe that goal was the first one in 304 minutes. Can something like that, when something that just goes in and maybe it shouldn't happen, can that maybe unlock an offense for the first half of the year is actually really good?
I think, as a team, we have been talking a lot about being clinical in both boxes, like Kristen said. And I think putting away our chances is something that I think we need to work on week in and week out. I think being able to finish our chances in this league is so important, especially with transitions and things like that. I think that sometimes when you are able to put one away, they keep coming, and so hopefully as we continue to work on that, they keep coming, but it takes a lot of hard work and determination in the box.
And then, Kristen, Jonas said when you pulled you guys together at the end of the match, part of his message to you was kind of look yourselves in the mirror because your performance can be better. When you hear that from him, what is your take, and what is it going to take from y'all to make sure that you do start living up to as good as we know this team can be?
Yeah, my take is that I completely agree. I think everyone on the team would say that. I think we finished that game, we all came into a huddle, and we were disappointed with the result, but we were disappointed with the performance. And I think we've had results in the past where it's been the opposite. So, I think we all look at ourselves in the mirror and know we can do better, and we hold ourselves to high standards. So I think we're just going to come in, work our butts off this week, and hopefully put the performance and the result together.
One more, anybody? Yes.
This could be for either of you, but you guys have been here since the beginning with San Diego. How do you feel the rivalry between you and Angel City has evolved, and do you feel much has changed for this?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's always been a rivalry from the beginning, being California teams. I think it just, like I said, the stakes are a little bit higher, it feels, for these games. When they come here, we want them to feel suffocated, and, like our fans are there for us, they're our 12th man, and I think that adds a little bit to each game when we play them. But yeah, it's always a hard-fought game, two great teams.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Wondering if you could give us your thoughts on the last 20 minutes of the game, especially, but tactically, how do you feel the game played out? Did it go according to plan? And are there any things to take away from the game?
Well, if you don't mind, I would like to start a little bit earlier than that. I think it's a game of two halves. I think first half we have a lot of things that we can be happy, content, pleased with in the air. I think we create better of the chances in that half as well. It's not a perfect first half for us. I still think like it's a little bit below the standard we have as a team, but it's okay, and we're of course we're wanting to level up and do even better in the second half, and unfortunately we do not. I think second half is not a good half of football for us. We are sloppy in possession. We turn over the ball. They have a term in tennis that I like, it's unforced errors, and I think we have a lot of them, and that doesn't help us against a team that is so good in transitions than Angel City. And it means that we have to run a lot of meters, and we have to invest those meters into these transition moments, because we are quite expansive when we're trying to build. And that comes to the last 20 minutes. We are a tired team, they are a tired team as well. You can see it's a game that's really open, and we score a goal, and it's really nice to see a player like Mackenzie Robbie that works incredibly hard in training, that she gets rewarded for that. But unfortunately we don't have the day to be able to close out the game, which is frustrating when you look at the context for the year. But if we zoom out and we look at the second half as a whole, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say we have to be a better football team.
Yes, sir.
This is the third straight game for you guys that have ended in a draw. Obviously all three of those are pretty winnable games for you guys. What do you think you have to do, and what changes do you have to make in order to turn those draws into wins moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's, of course, small margins that decide things in this game and in this league. We see that here. I think all three games in the league today ended in a draw. It's hard-fought battles, but we have to focus on our performance and doing that even better. That's the way we're going to affect the results long term as well.
Go ahead.
Hello, so today the team had over 400 passes, 83% accuracy. It had more possession, 60%. But at the end, the one that scored the goal was a defense. What do you think was missing on the offense? And can you tell us about the new signings? Do you think it's going to be like fresh to the team when it comes about scoring more goals and trying to find those 3 points?
Yeah, let me try and start. Yes, we had more of the possession. But like I said, I think we did more errors with the ball than we usually do. So I think we could have had more passes, if that makes sense. It's fair on set pieces that central defenders can score goals. We know Alana Kennedy, she's one of the best aerial players in the world. So of course she's a threat over there. Everybody knows that. So that she can score a goal from a second phase set piece. I don't think it comes as a surprise to anybody. When it comes to our signings, of course, we've been having a week where we're really low on numbers. We really need to have more players, but they're not ready yet to be able to be. There is visa processes and so on. So we need to be a little bit patient, and then we need to get them time to get into the team. So let's wait and see first if they can make a couple of trainings with the team, and then we can assess and see how we can benefit from them in the near future, long future for sure.
Fernando, I'm going to take a few more in the room, but use the raise your hand button if you have a question. Yes.
Jonas, last week it was a tight 0-0 match here, 1-1, where it was emotionally draining towards the end. What's the message for the squad to be able to brush this off and move forward?
Like I said, we need to focus on our performance. Like, I don't think there is much we need to feel sorry for ourselves about. I think first half it's decent from us, but second half we need to do, and we should do much better. That's the expectations that we have on ourselves as a team. Then LA is still a good team. Like, it's not a guarantee that you win against them only because you have a good second half as well, but it would certainly have improved our chances, and that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on ourselves and our performance rather than the result.
And then your experience on just coming back from an international break and just being able to concentrate this team back to where the form that you had it before the break.
Yeah, it's gonna take, like I said, a little bit of time. We've had a lot of players away from various reasons, and but we work hard on the training pitch. We improved it, and I'm certain we're going to grow in form and in performances here during the autumn as well.
Coach, after the final whistle, when you gathered your team around there, what was your message to them in that moment?
Give recognition to Mackenzie Robbie in front of the group. I think it's incredibly important that we recognize the squad, because that makes us strong. And sometimes you're choosing to start, sometimes you're choosing to finish the game, sometimes you might not even be choosing to do, and you still need to be ready. And it's an incredibly tough sport this year, because you can do really good things in training and in your own performances, but maybe there is a tactical reason, or the competition is so hard on that position that you're playing. So it was really nice to see her hard work got that reward. But then I said the same message to them as I said to you here now. I think we need to look ourselves in the mirror, have much higher expectations on ourselves as a team in the second half, and we made that unnecessary hard for ourselves with the way we turned over the ball, and that we have to improve.
And more?
Thank you, Mega. Hi, Coach. Good night. I know that you're always thinking the next game as the most important one. You don't like to think in the future, but what can you take, or what can you learn from these kind of games that you make perfect in defense, but just one play at the end will win the game? Thinking for a potential playoff, when a play like this could change everything a whole season. What's the learning that you can take now that could happen now, but not in a playoff?
No, of course, it's important that we can close out games, and sometimes we have that availability from the bench as well, that maybe we have an extra central defender. I think that could have be an excellent choice for us to be able to do that tactically, but we didn't on the bench today, so then it's hard to change. But it's important toolbox to have for the future.
Tamara Jackson.
Just curious what you made of Kimi Escamillo's performance in this game. She seemed to have a lot of passion in the start, but I'm curious what you thought of her performance in the context of how you've been developing her.
I think it was a quite mature performance from her. She had a difficult role in defense. She needed to help us a lot there, and she works incredibly hard, and I think she got a lot of her decision making really well there. You see a lot of times she's coming down to our defending third in the first half and defends really well for us in those situations. So yeah, for her, I think definitely it was another promising performance.
Last one, did you have one?
Yes, besides the bureaucracy, Esset, Fraser, and Dudinia, for example, being the winner of the Copa Americas on their side, are they going to be able to come right in and fit to play?
Like I said, they haven't trained with the team, so it's really hard for me to say. That's where we're at in the process. So we need to wait and see, but hopefully they can be here soon.
Great. All right, thank you guys.